Corey,
Yes.
guess what?
What?
It's time for a new show.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Trailside Dukes. Thanks for being here with us. We're going to jump right into I'm Mad. What do you think?
I think so, Corey, except
Oh.
I found a great book for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is for me.
Yeah. No, this is a great book. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can talk to this is a children's book,
The
right,
Gas
Corey?
We Pass.
The Gas We Pass, The Story of Farts by Shinta Cho.
Okay.
Corey, you ready?
You're going to read this?
Just a couple lines.
Just
a
open
couple
up to your
pages.
favorite page.
Couple pages. So the first page, right? Can you see what that's a picture of, Corey?
Yes, an elephant.
It's an elephant, right? And then you got like grandpa sitting with a kid, and the elephant. And here's the caption: when an elephant farts, the farts are really big. Baroom. See that, Corey?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I want to tell you.
All right. Well, let's do I'm Mad.
Okay.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Tony, what are you mad about this week? Is there anything that's happened
You know what's terrible,
very
Corey?
recently?
It's terrible, right? Like, you know, I was outside and you pulled up and you pointed out on my lawn, there's a humongous...
Wasn't hard to point out.
Well, geez, when you pointed out, like I hadn't seen it, but since you pointed at it, like it looked like a huge steamer, like 5 hot dogs jumbled together, and it was dog poop on my yard. Like,
Oh, it's the worst. Why is that there? Like who?
unless your dog is just running free somewhere,
Maybe
I don't
it
think
was-
your dog's running free. But if you're walking your dog and your dog poops on somebody's lawn,
That
especially,
big.
well, I mean, even it poops a little bit, really, you should pick it up, right?
You should. It's kind of the thing now,
That's
right?
the dog owner, right? Like that would be a responsible dog owner.
there's-
I don't know. I guess every now and
Take a
then you
bag.
walk your dog. It's not like
Take a bag. Go back and get it.
go back and get it.
That's what I think.
Make your dog eat it.
I don't
No?
know about that.
You have a
but,
dog, don't they eat them?
when they're if you're not on top of it, I think some dogs will eat. Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyways,
Are you okay?
no, that's just disturbing. I don't.
You're mad.
That's one thing that'll really make me mad. Yeah, if it's on my lawn, because I like to have a nice lawn.
Right, and you got a
You're
big,
right, and
it's
then
gonna
you got
kill
something
that
that's
spot.
just-
Did you pick up that turd on my lawn?
No, that's not my lawn. That's your thing.
I thought we were friends.
I just am pointing it out, like, hey, you might want to get this off your lawn
Why?
because it looks like there's a
wouldn't
football sitting there.
Wouldn't a good friend just pick it up?
Well, I guess we're not that good of friends.
Okay. What are you mad about, Corey?
I had something that happened this last week on the trail, coming down Cave Trail, a nice fun trail that
nice
we can
long, flowy
we
trail.
can get some speed on it. But ever since I got hit by the motorcycle last year, I've been taking it easy on my downhills, especially if it's a shared trail. And that is one that should not be shared, in my opinion. Like, that should just be, if it's going to be shared, it's just hikers and
Dude,
bikers.
you gotta have hikers.
Hikers are cool. Like, that's fine. But motorcycles could be coming up that thing while you're charging down. And that could be a really bad situation.
We probably have some listeners who are motorcycle guys. You know
And
what
it's
I mean?
fine. We're all up there for the same thing,
And I'm
right?
all for share the trail. I have heard from a few people that can course or that cave should just be obviously stay one way.
It should be one way.
There are some people
That's
that
the thing.
hike up the
If it
wrong
was-
way.
If
or
it
do
was
weird
one way, I
things.
think it would be fine. Honestly, one way would be fine. I'd be okay.
It
with
is one
that.
way.
I don't think it is.
Well, it's marked as one way. That's just people not
But
paying
I've seen
attention.
people coming up that thing while
So
we're
what?
sitting up
We
there.
digressed.
Sorry, yeah.
What are you
So-
mad about?
Well, coming down and I'm near the end, and all of
Speak
a
to me,
sudden,
Corey.
there's two
Corey, tell the story.
dirt bikes that are sitting on the trail, unmanned, and so I slow way down.
So
and
nobody
I'm
was
like,
in the cockpit.
No, two of them parked right there
How
in the
the
middle
heck?
of the trail.
How'd they get there?
They must have rode them down, I guess.
Who? There was no one there. They were empty.
I don't know.
Dude, maybe they were ghost
Just
bikes.
were placed.
Ghost bikes.
But as I'm walking around it with my bike, you can hear these guys down. It sounded like they were getting their friend down off the left side, down in the ravine
you'd
down
have
there
to,
or
right?
something. Like maybe he missed the turn to come up and he just flew down that thing. And I think they were getting him out of there. He probably was in a really bad situation.
Probably why they left the bikes in the middle of the
I'm
trail.
not hanging around to find out. Like, good luck, boys. Shouldn't be on here. Maybe pick a different trail next time. You know,
Dude, you are mad and salty.
well, I mean, that trail is it's a cool trail, and
Maybe they needed,
you know what? I'm
maybe
going to
they-
just say
maybe
it.
they needed
They
help.
don't need to be on that trail. You know, with the ruts and the things that they do, and
Dude, the guys in the
little
ditch.
Kelly humps are a little too much for us mountain bikers. Like you don't hit those, like they're hard to hit right, and to be able to maintain speed, and it just
didn't look
just
down
get them out of there.
You didn't look down the hill or
get
run
'em
down
out.
there.
Get them out.
Hey, you guys okay?
Nope, I'm out.
You gave him nothing.
Done.
You were mad.
I should have yelled like, "Hey, you want me to send these bikes down there to you?
You would have rolled the bike off the hill?
Kick them over or whatever. Clear the trail. Somebody's going to get hurt."
Well, in an emergency situation, everything should be done perfectly, Corey. But I don't know if that works out every time.
I know what you're saying there.
I've seen you crash, and dude, I don't even know where I threw my bike. I was so worried
Get
about
it out
you.
of the way.
I was worried about you. Like I left my bike and I ran over to you. You know what I mean?
You're a better friend than me, right?
I know.
I leave poop in your yard and you come to my rescue.
Corey, have you heard of this story called The Gas We Pass?
I think I have, yes.
Yeah, it's a good one. What do we got next, Corey?
Well, you want to talk a little MLB? Yeah, I know it's down there. It's okay. I got
You
us.
left
I
the
got us
sign.
all. I got us covered.
You left the sign down there.
You want to talk MLB?
I'd love to. Let's
Yeah.
talk.
All right.
Okay?
What do you got? What are the Jays doing?
Listen, the Blue Jays went on a big long streak. The month thus far in June and the last part of May, they've been hot. One of the hottest teams in the bigs. A few days ago, they were the third best team in the American League.
Wow.
Which is pretty sweet.
I didn't know
now,
that.
since then,
I don't really follow them.
they swept the Cards. They got swept by the Phillies, which is terrible.
Cards even good.
So, but
Maybe.
the Cards are good. They're an over 500 team. I think if you're over 500 at this point in the year, you're a solid team.
Okay.
How are the Mariners doing?
They're just over 500. They just swept the Indians this last weekend.
And I was cheering for the Indians. Manzardo, come
Yeah,
on.
he didn't really do much in this series against them, but the Mariners pulled it out. I mean, one of the games they had a ninth inning comeback and walked it off.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I know Manzo had a big double in one of the games.
Okay.
And another cool thing is like our friend Nick brought his son and his
They
son.
went to the game.
There was a Coeur d'Alene, lumberman.
I
I don't know what age Trent would be, like whatever it is, 13, 14.
It's okay.
8th grade team and a big tournament in Seattle, but they got to go to a Mariners game and see Kyle.
Nice.
Kyle was playing
Nice.
that game.
So they had the Legion team over there. Cool.
Yeah, really cool. Can you
Nice.
imagine, like, dude, being from Coeur d'Alene and seeing a kid that grew up in Coeur d'Alene at, playing?
Yeah, really cool.
That's so awesome. I
Yeah.
love that stuff.
Yeah,
That
that's
kind of
awesome.
stuff is what it's all about. Super
Sure.
cool. Yep. So go Manzo, go the Guardians, and boo Mariners.
Okay.
Go get a latte.
There we go. Well, how about this? How about Devers with Boston being traded 2 hours after he helps them sweep the Yanks?
What did Boston get for him?
Like 5 dudes, some relievers from the Giants.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
Well, if they think maybe they don't need his bat. I mean, he's just been DHing. He lost his position. so-
right, yeah, and he was a little sour about that, right? Like he could have wrote into us about being mad that
Maybe he pushed
wasn't
for
getting first base. He got pushed out of third.
Maybe he
You know?
pushes for a trade. If he pushes for a trade and you get something back
Well,
from him,
I don't think he was not wanting.
he was not happy.
I mean, he was. Yeah, so he's at a better place. Probably.
you're a cancer in the
Bob
locker
Melvin's happy. Whatever.
if you're a cancer in the locker room, don't you think you get rid of him?
yes.
Yeah, you got to get rid of
I
him.
mean, it doesn't matter if it's in the locker room or in your own organization. It's
a team sport.
Yeah, managing.
Can't be
any of
negative.
that stuff. Get it out of here.
Get out of here.
That's not team.
That's not team.
Okay.
Okay.
You got anything NHL wise? You want
NHL, man, I think here the writing's on the wall. It's the
It's
Oilers.
like the end of the season.
The Oilers are done. Right?
They could be, yes. As we record now, they are down.
As we record this, it's 3-2. You know what I mean? So
Florida. It doesn't even sound like a hockey team, but they got a good team.
Dude, they're going to stamp their name into the history going back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. That's pretty amazing.
Yes, they could.
Yep. Poor Oilers. Flames fans, they kind of like that.
Yeah, I don't know if this becomes like, I just was thinking this, does this become like a U.S. versus Canada thing at all, or no? Not really. It just seems kind of weird.
What I thought was
Florida,
cool?
Edmonton. I mean, at least there's some distance.
I watched a game in Edmonton where they started with the national anthems of the U.S. and did Canada. What's really cool, Jack and I were like, whoa, the singer for it was in the stands.
Oh, really?
And it was so cool because you could see like Joe Schmo standing next to him, but everybody was singing, right? Like the Canadian national anthem, really cool.
Yeah.
And everybody was respectful for the U.S. one.
Well, that's nice.
That's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Hockey is a great sport. It really
That's
is.
cool.
And I think there's a lot of sportsmanship for some reason connected to a sport where guys can fight on the
They're
ice.
kicking each other's asses 1 second.
fight on the
beating
ice.
each other up.
Yeah.
On that one game, they had like 6 fights going on at the same time.
And the referees let it go.
They let it go. There's only 3 or 4 refs or something.
Right.
And there's like 4 or 5 fights.
It's
They
amazing.
Can't break them up. So yeah, these guys are beating the heck out of each other, and then when it's all said and done, they're sitting in line shaking hands, sharing hugs and stuff. Right?
What do you think it would look like if the refs let fighting happen in tennis?
Well, I don't. It could get interesting. I mean, that racket can be a weapon.
I don't think you can use like
There's
those
been
guys
times
can't.
I've been thinking like
Hockey players
if
can't use
somebody
their stick.
If somebody comes into
If
my
you're-
house and they're
you gotta
going to rob
drop
me,
the racket.
most people are going to like grab a gun.
You'll grab a
or
racket.
a hockey stick. I would grab a racket, and I just
Yeah, but in
Go
hockey,
at it.
In hockey, you can't fight with your stick.
no.
So in
But I think-
tennis, you got to drop your racket.
You would have that would be the rule.
Go.
You have to drop the racket.
drop the racket, meet like over the net.
You could just jump the net and just jump the guy.
Is that what you do?
Well, you have to put your racket down.
You have to.
And then you're just throwing punches.
Punches.
Oh, that'd be kind of weird.
You could pull the. Is it called a jersey? You could pull that over.
We don't wear jerseys.
You don't wear.
You could grab their polo and
Okay.
you could do this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
It kind of
not?
looks like I was giving you a wedgie,
I know.
but I don't know.
That's
But
okay.
same thing, right?
Yeah. Same thing. Why
Maybe.
not?
I don't know. That's kind of the dry fit material.
Okay.
I think it would just rip. It would
Right.
look like a wrestling match. Just
Right.
rah, and stuff
Yeah, I don't-
everywhere. A lot of yelling and probably nothing gets thrown.
Yeah, you're right.
That's tennis.
Okay. Well, it was a fun brainstorm.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Nothing.
Anything?
Nope.
Quick show. Well, we got to go beyond the trailhead.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, this week on Beyond the Trailhead, you want to talk about biking. You had to take your bike into the shop the other day.
Yeah,
Cleaning
Corey.
stuff up, getting stuff cleaned up.
Really cool. Took it in to Coeur d'Alene Bike Company.
Here's to them.
Yeah,
Love that place.
Bought my bike there. Good place. They actually a pretty cool place. They do a lot of bike rentals there, and if you need your bike repaired on, it's a good place to go. So
place.
yeah, I bought my Santa Cruz there a few years ago. But
Got my
anyways,
transition there last
Corey,
year.
I every year once your bike, you buy your bike new and in that you ride it for that first year or two, and then after a while, like if you ride it a lot, like I do,
You go 3 times a week, 4 times a week sometimes.
I try to go 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Yep, it's rare when I go 4, once in a blue moon.
So you use it a lot, and you got to take yours in to get stuff
Yeah,
done.
so I brought my bike in, get the shocks, kind of retuned up, and then I was having some brake issues, and dropped it off. Great place, and then and the bearings. And you and I were
Yeah,
talking
you were-
about your bike because you said you were thinking
Well,
of taking
I got a
it
little
in.
squeak action going on. You seem to think it's bearings.
I think it's
just got the
bearings.
bike, but I don't know. Maybe
So when did
see.
you first start riding that bike?
August last
Of
year.
last year,
Yep,
August.
and it's June this year, and I haven't been riding as much as I did the last year. So we'll see. A lot of
Where
my
did you-
riding comes in from June to October.
Was your garage dusty?
No.
Okay, well maybe it's like you're
I don't
saying
know.
something.
I don't-
Well,
I
ask
don't
them.
know
That's
if-
the cool thing about
Yeah,
like
take it
Take it in, say, hey, look at this rubbing's going on. What's going on?
But you're getting yours kind of fixed up, ready to go, because in about 4 weeks, about the same time, I'm going to do Oregon. I'm going to go down to Bend.
We are less than 4 weeks.
Is it less than 4 weeks? So you
after
guys are
the
going
4th.
to Canada.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably about 4 weeks.
I counted it out this morning because I was kind of looking. I was like, when am I going to go down to Bend? So I'll be down there when you guys are in
Bend's
Canada.
Awesome. Are you riding in Bend?
I am. I'm taking my bike.
I've ridden in Bend.
So we're going to have to come back and report to the fans.
Yeah, I love Bend.
On our trips.
It's a great place.
Yeah. Anything else about the biking?
Oops.
Wow, look at that.
I know. Daredevil took a header. Remember we did that episode?
Yeah,
on
he's hanging on. He's hanging on to Spidey there.
That was a great Daredevil episode. Okay. You know what, Corey? Like, get out and ride your bike. It's a good time.
Summer's here. It's time to ride.
Summer's here. Yep.
And if you need something for riding, you can go on to our shop where you can get the Trailside Dukes jersey for riding a bike. You know, I've got one. You've seen it. You got to get yours.
No, I've got mine's in the mail.
Just go to the description.
Yep.
In the episode, and you can click on the link, and it takes you right there. You can order what you need. And if you want to write in about anything, let us know.
Question
what you're mad about. Question of the week.
You know, you could
Trailside Dukes at
gmail.com.
You got it.
I know.
You got it this time.
Well, thank you, Corey. You know, you could answer some of our previous questions, like, Corey, how many geese could you fight in a cage match before they take you over? Like before they get you?
Yes.
Like the geese is like
good question,
right there.
like on my neck.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can do any of that stuff.
Yep.
You can also like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Everything Trailside Dukes. You can check us out and stay notified.
I like your style, Corey.
Yeah. Well, until the next turn.
Okay.
Keep your sticks on the ice. What are you going to say?
Keep your wheel on the dirt.
Keep your wheels on the dirt.
Actually, sometimes you want your wheel off the dirt.
Right. Well, sometimes you say giddy up.
Giddy up.